to hit me. Oh yeah, yep.
Shut up, bitch!
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Watch your mouth when you're talking to a man, because a lot of women do that, and then when they get snatched up, they're crying. And I'm not saying that it's okay to hit a woman or anything, but stop acting like a man, right?
But a lot of women want the authority of a man, want the responsibility of a child, and want the perks of being a woman.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah.
How asinine is that?
Right.
You can't make this shit up.
Because if you come at a man like a man, what do you want him to do?
Right.
Because he would not even allow another man to come at him like that. And nine times out of 10, men don't come at other men like that because it will get violent.
Right.
But women, when you step into your masculine energy, what do you expect that man to do? Get into his feminine energy?
Yeah.
You want him, when have you ever had an argument or a spat or a situation with a man and he's like, okay, after you became aggressive with him? It almost never works like that. Your power is in your divine femininity.
I'm noticing that.
You're able to neutralize him. That is something we can't bypass. Ladies, when you come at us with your divine femininity, we become docile.
Yeah.
We become very pliable.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Now, first of all, I want to thank all you guys that have gone over to the other channel and subscribed already. If you haven't heard the news, I'm having some issue accepting these new monetization policies from YouTube. So due to it, I may not be able to get it done in time within the window that's necessary to continue uploading on this channel. So because of that, I've started a new channel. And so far as I'm recording this, I'm actually already kind of close to 1,000. So hopefully I'll be able to upload this video on the original channel. As far as I know, I still can. But if this video ends up on the new channel, then that means that I was no longer able to upload on the old channel. So once again, you guys, if you are new, hope by the end of this video you subscribe, and welcome to the tribe, my brothers. Anyway, I wanted to go over this particular video. For some reason, I'm coming across a lot of videos that had to deal with protection, and then I had a few subscribers that sent me a video about Dr. Bryant complaining about black men protecting and how we shouldn't let other people, other races of men talk about our women and this and that and so forth. But I wanted to go over a few videos of what I think needs to be discussed, because women complain about not feeling protected. However, I think there's a little bit more to it, and you're going to see what I mean in these videos. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
A woman will do something she regrets. She'll go out and get drunk and sleep with a guy. She regrets it because she knows it's wrong. 10 years later, she will tell the world she was abused, she was tricked. Truthfully, it was her own decision. Females demand to be sovereign, to reject the guidance of their fathers, reject the guidance of their partners, reject the guidance of their uncles and the men who love them and care for them. And they want to do anything they want. Yet when they regret their own actions, it's always some other man's fault. You can't have both. I believe women are intelligent enough to make their own decisions. But to sit and say we reject all guidance, yet we are easily tricked endlessly, it is a logic fail. A woman.
And he is 100% right. There is no logic in that. And what I came to the conclusion of is that women only want protection when it's convenient. And this is something that I say all the time when it comes to women. Remember that word, convenience, is very, very, very important. Because I tell you all the time, they want you to be masculine when it's convenient. They want you to be protective when it's convenient. And they want you to be, they want to be able to shift accountability on you when it's convenient. So that way they don't have to take accountability for anything. It's all about convenience. And I think it has more to do with men being proactive as opposed to reactive, because when men are proactive with their protection, it's always perceived as misogynistic or controlling or something. But if a man isn't doing what he's supposed to do in a reactive manner when it comes to protection, now all of a sudden women got a problem with it, but you didn't want the proactive that came with the reactive. And I found the video of a woman that I've reacted to before who kind of went over this. Check this out.
Why don't a lot of women respect proactive protection from men, only reactive? I think, why don't a lot of women respect proactive protection from men, only reactive? I think that proactive protection makes women feel rejected because they don't understand why a man is doing what they're doing. The reaction comes from an action, so they understand that. Does that make sense? I like that question. Does that make sense to you? I'm referring more to men providing protection through telling women what not to do. Right. Yeah, I think I still answered. Yeah. Again, women want to experience the hardships that men want to protect women from. They don't really want that kind of protection. But then they'll say, nobody ever told me. I sit on this app and I tell women every day about themselves and they get angry. But then they come and say, well, my mother never told me. Nobody ever told me. Right? So, yeah.
Yo, I may be the only one laughing because maybe I'm the only one that notices, but she literally low key just said the same shit that Andrew Tate said. Yeah, because how on one hand you go sit over here and say, how you gonna sit over here and play victim, but at the same time, oh, ain't nobody tell me, but I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. And when somebody tries to give you guidance, oh nah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, but then when the shit goes down, oh, ain't nobody tell me. Nah, they tried to tell you, you just didn't want to listen. That's what it was.
No man should put his hands on a woman. We desire protection, but sometimes what we don't understand is that true protection comes with a level of control. Bodyguards are a good example. A bodyguard will make their client leave from a dangerous place. The bodyguard has to know all the details: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And the client has to listen to the bodyguard and follow the instruction that the bodyguard gives them. It's really an agreement between all parties involved. When the person who needs protecting does not follow the instruction and the direction of the protector, it puts the protector in a situation where they're more likely to lose their life. I have 4 brothers and a father, and I listen to their instruction even when they're not around. They have told me to stay away from certain places if I'm by myself or if it's late at night. They've also advised me not to be drunk or high in certain situations. Even though my brothers, my dad, and the men in my life protect me, I in turn protect them by listening to them and following their instruction. They don't have to come to my defense in some wild scenario, because if I listened to them, I wouldn't have been there in the first place. And this is another thing I feel like is pertinent to say, and I know folks ain't gonna like this one. I don't have sons.
And you know what? I'm glad she brought up the reference to Bodyguard, because I've actually brought up that example before. And you look no further than the movie itself called The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. If any of y'all seen that, and you already know, bruh, Whitney Houston's character, she was out of control. And that bodyguard had to know all the details, everybody that was in her entourage and everything, just like the young lady that mentioned in this video. And let me tell you, she didn't like it. But at the end of the day, well, or we could say even at the end of the movie, you see he ended up still having to put his life on the line for her, right? This is the part of protection that women want to just skim over. The reason why protection comes with a certain level of control is because you got to understand that that man knows you're expecting him to put his life on the line for you if push comes to shove. So he's going to do everything in his power to alleviate any possibility of him having to put himself in that situation. Period. It's his life. You got to understand that. Let's keep it moving.
We're past the era of men making assumptions that women need help. Because again, that could be considered disrespectful and misogynistic. And so men aren't going out of the way to just lend a helping hand to women because they don't want to be seen as misogynistic.
So this one time I was, pretty much single, and I invited a dude over to give me a massage. So he agrees, he comes over, he gives me the massage, and I end up falling asleep. So within the next 15 minutes, I hear dun 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 at my window, and I'm like, who the hell would be at my window at this time? Only one crazy person, which was my ex, would come and be at my house at that time. So I was like, sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know what, let me just open the door, because the dude I invited, he's over 6 feet tall, and my ex is like less than 5'5". So I was like, you know what, he really needs a beat, so I'm gonna open the door. I opened the door, and the opposite happened. My ex, that was less than 5'5", laid out the over 6 foot dude, and he never called me back after that. I felt really bad.
Now, I want to say, first of all, for the ladies, this is exactly why we keep trying to tell y'all that 6 foot shit is overrated. Shorter than 5'5". I'm 5'7". You gotta be kidding me, man. And in situations like this, why y'all don't get protection? Because meanwhile, y'all over here signing up men for fights that they didn't even ask for. What kind of shit is that? You ain't even stopped to think if your ex had a weapon. Both of y'all could have got unalived or hurt in that situation. You don't know what's on that boy's mind. And fellas, this is exactly why, in my opinion, I would prefer a woman come to my house instead of the other way around, so that way you can avoid this happening to you as well. Let's keep it moving.
Are you your man's property?
I'm nobody's property, honey.
Okay, so I don't have no, hold on. So he has no business treating you like his property, right? Right, okay. The only thing that I've ever seen people be willing to defend and die for are things that were valuable to them, that belong to them. You can't name me anything that does not belong to a man that he's willing to die for. Now go ahead, try it. You have the floor. Name me something that a man is willing to defend or die for that is not his property.
You got a point.
So why does it sting so bad to say that?
Gotcha, bitch. I said, do you know what's stopping men from taking advantage of women? Other men.
Yeah.
If men agreed with you could hit a woman over the head, and whoever you hit over the head and drug to your cave, that was your woman, women couldn't do a thing to stop it. So that shows you that men are more benevolent than women, because women now have laws that allow them to screw men over in divorce and child support. And there's no group of women to stop it. There's no other half of women who are doing the same thing that men do, which is prevent you from being screwed over in a large amount. Again, in the Western world, men stop other men from doing things to women. Because if it wasn't for other men, men would have free reign.
Wait a minute.
That nigga got a point.
Yo, shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, because he just bust my head with that one, bro. Think about that, though. He's 100% correct. Think about everything that could possibly screw over a man in the West. Where do you see women in mass that are protecting men from avoiding these screw-ups or any kind of fuckery? You really can't think of anything. But when it comes to what he was saying, if men just wanted to be willy-nilly and do what the hell they wanted to, it's because of men why women are able to do what they do in the first place, especially in the West. And that's the one thing why I've always found so strange about women in the West, because it's like, bro, if you come to these other countries, you be quick to want to go back to America, and you appreciate how privileged y'all really and how easy y'all really got it compared to women in other countries. Why do y'all think so many women want to come to America in the first place? Duh. Let's keep it moving.
So since we're all equal, and say you're on a date with a guy and another man comes and tries to like slap your bum, what would you expect your man to do?
He should like stick up for it.
Why? Now he's putting himself in the firing line.
Yeah.
But we're equal. Why don't you put yourself in the firing line? We're only equal when it comes to buying dinner.
No.
Listen, one thing I've learned about relationships is if you respect your relationship, other people will respect your relationship. But when you don't, they won't. So if you in a relationship and men is in your DM trying to holler at you, that means you're doing something that tells these men that they have a chance with you and you're not all the way locked in with your partner. I don't know what that thing might be, but whatever it is, it's something that you doing that you need to fix on your own that tells them that they have a shot with you. That's not a flex. Now, clock that.
People would rather protect their options than the relationship that they're actually in. They would rather leave the ex on social media that's causing problems and issues than to take them off. But as soon as y'all break up, they're going to block you and do all this other shit. And if you bring this to their attention, all they're going to say is that you're being insecure.
You want me to provide safety for you, but you cannot reciprocate it for me. I deserve to feel safe too. A number of black men internally, their internal world is not safe. And yet you want me to provide you with safety that I don't even know for myself. When I say to you that you've harmed me, you give me this rigmarole, that's not safe. When I tell you I'm tired, you get so wrapped up in your responses that you don't even give me the space to be fucking tired. That's not safe. I say to you that I don't feel connected to you. I say to you that you are not meeting my emotional needs. I say to you that I do not feel the way that you talk to me is uplifting and you continue to do it. That's not safe. But yet you want me to continue to go out in this world and come back and do all of this stuff. You don't want me. You want your idea of me. And if I don't fit that idea, you begin rejecting me. That's not safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's so many of us that are not listening. And so I hope that you guys watched this conversation, heard this conversation, because we all need to hear this. We all need to tune in with each other, be in alignment with one another, because once we do, we're going to be so powerful together.
Yeah, I definitely think that the protection thing for women, in my opinion, has been a bit overblown. And I think protection for men has definitely been overlooked and undervalued. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler, as well as the new/backup channel, AMU. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, you guys. Deuces.